Hello, everyone. It's Azaralis. We're back. I'm going to be doing another one of these, kind of almost an advertisement. It's really not, but I'm not getting paid for it. Uh, but I did want to go ahead and touch base on some of these. I did a video. Sorry, I just woke up. I'm a little scatterbrained. I did a video on the crypto YouTubers, really cool crypto YouTubers that you can go watch. And I kind of want to do that for some of my other interests as well. Uh, Mainly because, I got to come out with content for the channel, but I also just want to go ahead and share some of these people with you, who people might not have run into. I'm big on DIY. I'm big on electronics repair. Uh, if you can make something happen for yourself without having to go buy some throwaway thing, I'm all about it. I'm not a huge, environmentalist or anything. I do think that we should uh, treat our planet better, but, within reason, of course. It's got to be fiscally responsible in our methods, which I think is something that we have seen a lack of lately in our, you know, in the political space, is literal, realistic thinking in that fashion. But I don't want to get into too much politics. What I wanted to talk about today is some of these absolutely amazing YouTube channels that I watch on a regular basis, because it's for many reasons. A lot of these are relaxing, like this guy's that you can see on the screen right now, but also because uh, there are some things that you can have a better chance at understanding as just by watching someone do them. If I was, in a survival situation, or, if one of my many different electronics devices break down, all of that kind of stuff. And there's a lot more than these. So if you own a channel like this, feel free to comment in the comment section below. If you know of some more that are good, let me know. Put them down there because I love watching new stuff on YouTube. And Yeah, so leave it down in the comment section below if you got any recommendations, so that everybody can see them who come by and see this. This first one that I'm looking at is Eric Grank Grankvist. Grankvist. I think that's how it looks like to me. Grankvist. Grankvist. Uh, this guy is he's off-grid kind of guy. He built his own log cabin, just like in the last video. I'm not going to go in here and plagiarize these guys' videos. I'm just going to show them to you so that you can have a chance to go and check them out if you're interested in that kind of a thing. Um, he does this whole thing where he's building a cabin out in the woods. He's got a sweet little dog with him, and he does all sorts of things like this. Doing it in the same fashion that you would see someone, our forefathers, as he says in this video, building log cabin like our forefathers. Uh, does some stone splitting, all that kind of stuff. He's got some shorts here with, well, at least one, where he's, uh, you know, it's like a mixture of survival stuff and more than that. It's traditional skills that oftentimes are lost to time. Now, this guy has millions of views, so the fact of the matter is, I mean, look at these views numbers. There are a lot of people out here who love this thing, but as we all know, the algorithm works only to a certain extent. It moreover shows you what you want to see, like what it thinks you want to see, as opposed to showing you what you actually want. So that's why we are here and we're doing this kind of thing. Yes, this guy's got millions of views. I'm sure plenty of you who might stumble upon this video are going to already know about him and have seen his stuff, but I wanted to talk about him uh, as well. So next up, we have, in the same vein, we have Primitive Technology. This is another one that millions and millions of people know uh, about this dude, and this is amazing. The kind of stuff he's done is incredible. His pottery stuff is what really, really got me interested in what he was doing. Going through and like these making bricks and all this kind of stuff, and also making a traditional forge type thing, with just the tools he had at hand, and he's doing it all by hand, and it's fantastic. There is so much content here to soak in. He even does experimental stuff, like with lime and whatnot, and adding wood ash to his pottery and things like that. And it is not only is it a super chill experience, a really relaxing thing to sit back and watch, it's also incredibly useful. When do you know, here in the United States, there was, what was it, last year, year before? There was this huge time period where, the people down south of me, I live in Washington State, the people down south of me were having serious issues with like electricity and all that kind of stuff, and there's some of those people who, it probably didn't dawn on them that they could go dig a hole in the backyard and, throw some wood in it and at least make a tent to keep themselves warm, and that kind of stuff. So it's one of those things. It is a fantastic thing to go ahead and get acquainted with these concepts of building all of your tools from the ground up, building the things you need to build, building your own infrastructure around your own survival, your own needs. Not only for like survival situations, but just to have that knowledge in the back of your brain so you're prepared for anything. So yeah, check out Primitive Technology. Check out Eric Gregfist. Uh, it's amazing. It's amazing what these guys are doing. And now we're going totally out in left field here. We're going with fishing. Uh, this is Marling Baits. Marling Baits makes his own baits. Okay. I haven't been able to do a lot of fishing. I do like fishing, but in the past few years, I've been in a hurting way, so I haven't been out there fishing as much as I like. He builds all of his own baits. He whittles them down from wood, or he'll make them out of wood. He'll make them out of soft plastics, all that kind of stuff. He sells soft plastics. Uh, this is a great channel for that kind of uh, that same concept. Do it yourself. Make instead of going out and buying a $20 bait that you're maybe going to use twice. You could sit back and craft something that you're really going to love for the rest of your life, or you're going to lose it. Because that's the nature of fishing. But this is another really good channel. This guy's awesome. He does some amazing paint work. He makes some beautiful baits, and yeah, that's a fantastic. It's a fantastic channel. Check him out if you have it. Um, Next up is actually in the same vein, but not really. This is gonna get a little weird. Uh, TA Outdoors, Totally Awesome Outdoors. This is uh, the same kind of deal. He does wilderness survival skills. Like on this one, he builds his own infrastructure. He builds his own little camps and things like that. For survival situations. And also, his dad has Totally Awesome Fishing. Let's bring that up actually. This is his dad. This is how I found this guy. Whoa! This is how I found this guy, his son, with the outdoors stuff. Can we move this? Yeah. Uh, these two fellows, this is his dad right here. I originally was watching him doing all sorts of cool fishing because he does like fishing and, you know, he would go out in his boat by himself, and just be out there fishing off the coast, doing things like that. It was really cool watching him. And that led me over to TA Outdoors, which was his son, and he does a lot of outdoorsy type stuff. So definitely check out both these channels. TA Fishing if you like fishing, and he also does a little bit of that too. Like I watched a video where he was building his own shed. He's a wonderful character. His dad is, and his son's pretty cool as well. So yeah, check out both of these channels. They have that same kind of ambiance to them. Really chill, having a good time, but also teaching a little bit. Teaching a little bit about fishing, teaching a little bit about hunting outdoors. Not so much hunting, but and survival crafts, bushcraft tips, all that kind of stuff. More of that DIY stuff. I love it. I love DIY stuff. Uh, and if I was in a better way, I would probably still be out there fishing and doing catch and release because that's just what I usually do is catch and release. So now we're going to shift gears again. We're going to go into a little bit more of the science side of things, but same vein, DIY, and that's Elemental Maker. This guy is a decent sized YouTube channel, but he does not have the subscribers that he deserves, in my opinion. This dude does everything from chemistry. He does electronics. He does home repair of things like his furnace and all this kind of stuff. And he also does chemistry experiments, rocket motors, all this kind of stuff. Fantastic YouTube channel, funny guy, and he's got all sorts of cool stuff to check out if you haven't checked him out yet. Uh, his DIY rocket motors was awesome. I liked watching him build this foundry because for a long time I've thought about melting down my leftover aluminum cans. I don't have them; they're in the recycling bin right now. But I drink a lot of stuff out of cans, and I always thought, well, I should just set up some kind of forge and just melt this down and just have a stockpile of aluminum hanging around. Because you never know when you're gonna need when you could just set up a mold for something you need. Oh, I need a rod of aluminum to hold this flange up. Okay, well, you could just go grab one out of the stockpile. Uh, Fantastic DIY type stuff. Setting up things using your own tools to go ahead and figure this out, making black powder, all of this kind of stuff. Obviously, this is one of those channels that that the YouTube algorithms definitely not going to be super excited about showing you because there are some of his stuff that skirts the okay moments, of the YouTube content guidelines for things like uh, gunpowder and stuff like that. So, but chemistry is amazing. Chemistry is like modern day magics to me, and I love it. I love it all. Definitely check out Elemental Maker. Um, Next up on the list is DIY Perks. This guy, I'm sure everybody who comes through here is already going to have known of this person's YouTube channel. It's amazing. One of the coolest things I saw him do was the breathing PC. Uh, was it super effective? What it is instead of utilizing fans, he's utilizing the concept of a what's it called? A billows. Uh, Old technology that we used to increase the heat in our fires and our ovens and our forges, applied towards cooling a computer. And that is awesome. There's sometimes where you just gotta go and rethink things. Think about problems in a different way. And uh, did it outperform a fan? You'll have to see it for yourself because there's a lot of things to cooling performance that are more than just the actual temperature. There's sound decibels, all this kind of stuff. And it was fascinating. I loved it. I also really want to build a USB-C microphone like he did because this thing is super clean and it looks really nice. Uh, Fantastic stuff. This guy, I'm sure everybody knows about this guy because his channel is humongous. But it does not matter how big a channel is or how small a channel. When you got good content, you got good content. And his content is super clean. So now we're going to hop over into. Uh, where did I skip one? I could have swore I had him up here. Well, okay, we're going to talk. This is more on the automotive side. I'm not huge. I'm not like a huge car guy, but I do love classic cars. I love really a lot of different stuff. I love it when people figure out new ways to raise the efficiency on their cars. I love electric conversions. I love all that kind of stuff. And this guy right here is one of those people. It's that same vein, DIY, do it yourself. take something that's, you know, set for going into a landfill, or is, you know, gathering, it's growing into the grass, sinking into the dirt, like and renew it and bring it back to life and put it back to work. And you are going to find that on Vice Grip Garage. Absolutely find that on Vice Grip Garage. And not only that, you're going to find him take some of this stuff and just turn it around and make it better than it ever was. Like his Independent Chevelle is amazing. Uh, this guy right here, it is awesome, and he does all sorts of cool stuff. His family is really neat. You know, he does stuff with his kids and his wife, and it's great. This is another one of those channels that you absolutely need to figure out. I'm sure a lot of people already know about him. He's got 1.26 million subscribers for a reason. It's awesome. Now, why am I not seeing? Yeah, I'm not seeing that up here. That is weird. I could have swore. Okay, so Vice Grip Garage, keep that in mind. Check them out if you like automotive stuff, uh, cars, revivals, all that kind of stuff. For some reason, Musty's not up here. I swore I opened a page for Musty. Musty is another one of my favorites when it comes to uh, just vehicle repair, all this kind of stuff. He repairs everything from lawnmowers to old uh, old bumper carts. You know, the latest one that he came out with is about the Toyota. I haven't finished watching it yet. A Toyota Celica GS or something. I don't remember what the exact number is. He does a lot of Volkswagen repair and revivals. You know, taking these things out of, you know, taking old VWs out of, you know, pretty much their grave and rebuilding them. And it is awesome. Musty one. He's a guy who's got, you know, he needs more than 616K subscribers. Millions of people need to know about this guy because his stuff is great. He's a cool character, really chill. One of those guys that you'd love to have a beer with, uh, just like uh, just like Vice Grip Garage. And this guy, he's on point. He is on point. Musty, love his channel. Lots and lots of really cool stuff to check out. Uh, so definitely check out Musty as well. So now we're going to go to a different direction yet again. We're going to go to Peter Stripple. This is another one of my favorite channels on YouTube. He's huge, you know, 2.5, 2.05 million subscribers. But this guy does a lot of well, originally it was almost entirely RC. You know, remote control vehicles, all that kind of stuff. Building neat stuff like, you know, a flamethrower and all this kind of stuff. Yet again, that DIY, make it yourself kind of stuff. And then he branched out into even building his own airplane, ultralight. So if you've never heard of this guy, you're going to have one heck of a ride going through all of his videos because this dude is amazing. He's amazing. He's doing really cool stuff. Uh, you know, an electric solar powered boat over here. Uh, it's so cool watching that stuff and seeing him take off for the first time in a plane that he built is something really special. It really is special. So definitely check out Peter Stripple as well. Stripple, I don't know how to say his last name. Uh, all right, and Major Hardware. This guy is awesome. He needs more subscribers too. This guy does the Fan Showdown. That's one of his big videos that that really draws in people's attention because what he's doing is he's testing on the basis of a Noctua 120 millimeter, I think, fan that allows you, or that, but he set out the the files for 3D printing your own fans. And what he does on the Fan Showdown is people send in the files for the 3D printer to print out different versions of the fan. You know, to go ahead and experiment with all sorts of different things using the 3D printers, and it's crazy. It is crazy the kind of stuff that people bring in. Send in to check out. He also does a lot of other stuff. You know, he does like clean and water block. You can see all sorts of stuff in here. What originally drew me to him was this one from 3 years ago, where he took I think it's a Hyper 212 Evo, uh, CPU cooler, and he put a plexiglass block or you know case around it, and saw what happened if he water cooled it. You know, it's one of those things. It's like we all have these thoughts in the middle of the night, where it's like, I wonder. Well, this dude's doing it. You know, it's great. It is great. Definitely check out Major Hardware. This dude needs a lot more subscribers as well, uh, because it is really amazing what's going on with all this stuff. And his fan showdown is awesome. It really is awesome. So check this guy out too. Um, Now we're steering back a little ways to the more survival stuff. This is Anna's Bushcraft. I stumbled upon this lady's stuff just recently. Oh, I'm not subscribed. Uh, uh, she does a similar thing to the other guys who were doing the bushcraft type stuff, but her stuff, like the things she's built, is incredible. She's got a little hydropower setup. Uh, next to the river that's next to the creek or whatever it is that's next to her property there. And she's built her own living areas. She's working on a big old log cabin. Uh, Another one of these ones where you're going to see things that are useful skills. Definitely useful skills that you should keep in your back pocket for sure. Uh, yeah, I like this channel a lot too. It's the same kind of vein as that almost survival esque type stuff. Definitely check her channel out too. It's really cool. Then, last but not least, on this video, which is now 20 minutes, I did not expect that, is Stez Sticks Fix. This dude, I just found him like, what, maybe a week ago? But I have been going through and watching pretty much everything he's ever made. This dude does tech repair. Like he buys stuff on eBay, and he needs way more subscribers than this for sure. He'll like buy broken things on eBay and see if he can fix it. He fixes things for his friends. There is so much cool content on here. Old gaming consoles, the Retron, all that kind of stuff. He's getting in there and he's replacing caps. He's doing a lot of soldering. He does thermal checking and all that kind of stuff. He'll just fish around till he finds what's wrong and try to fix it as best he can to bring it back to life. That same kind of vein of those other channels that I've shown you. Put things back together, make it so that give the whole thing new life. Instead of it just ending up in a landfill, person with the knowledge and the skills can go ahead and fix those kind of things. And I love it. I absolutely love it. This dude's channel is cool. He's quite the character, and and his content's great. I've been loving every single minute of it ever since I found him. So go check him out too. I'm not going to make a habit of doing a lot of these type of videos, but I figured I did the ones for the crypto guys. I definitely should spread the love a little bit on to the other types of channels that I like to watch and that I find really useful to watch, because when you don't have anything better to do, learn something. That's my opinion on the subject. If you don't have anything better to be doing right now, you might as well be learning how to do something. Because if nothing else, it could save you a couple bucks in the long run. And when you really get down to it, there's a lot of these kind of situations. I watched Stez just the other day fixing a PS1 VR or a PS1 VR, a PlayStation VR. It was a massive pain in the neck for him to figure out where their shorts were happening and all that kind of stuff. But that's a PlayStation VR. And it was DOA to his desk. And by the end of it, it was working. That's a pretty penny saved right there. It might not have looked so slick once he was done with it. But I tell you what, that's pretty darn nice, in my opinion, to be able to go ahead, figure it out, find it, fix it, and now he's got a PlayStation VR headset. That is awesome. So, anywho, thanks for watching. I'm Azraelis, just spreading a little bit of love for a lot of these YouTubers that might be skipped over by the algorithm, so that at least the small amount of people that I have watching my videos will be able to see them. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. We're going to wrap this up. If you want to help out the channel, you can put a donation in the comment section below, or in the in the description below. I'll get this down eventually. I used to do this all the time, and I got real rusty over these past few years. Donation links for crypto as well as my PayPal are in the description. If you know of any other YouTubers that are cool that might not be getting the attention they deserve from the algorithm, leave them in the comment section below so that people who come through can find those people as well. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Azarellis, and I'll see you on the next one.